just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line, so this is going to come out to the 35. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Looking to throw, Penix. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll throw with Penix. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Here's Penix. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Algier will try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Penix going to sneak it. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Breaks a tackle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Robinson with another carry. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This now a 3rd and 4. Penix working out of the gun here. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Logan Hall fighting through and dropping him for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. 26-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And they'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bucs who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Tampa. Mayfield to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer 1st down. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
The Buccaneers sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Hey, alert.
Mayfield. And will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Mayfield looks to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Pistol. What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And all the way down to the 22-yard line. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. First carry for Rashad White. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On first and 10, here's Irving. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A great throw there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. As his guys are able to extend their lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Buccaneers 14, Falcons 3. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a first and 10. Ball tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's 21-3.
Makes the score Buccaneers 21, Falcons 3. Chase McLaughlin.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To the air, Penix. It's on the right side by Robinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And looking to throw, Penix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
The touch of time there critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Penix. And caught by London. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 3rd down and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Mayfield down. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A big play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Falcons 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Start on the ground to run that clock. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left.
Looking deep here from Mooney. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Sheds off the tackle.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
To throw, Mayfield.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
20!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. With a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. Straight ahead, it's Irvin. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Run, run, run. Good. Run, eight. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Stand.
Here's Mayfield. That is caught. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, 42 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and a yard. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Got a man, it's London. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give left side to Robinson. Trying! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun.
Over the middle, it's complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson,
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
and the Falcons get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, what was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Mayfield.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
180.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Good. Run, run, run. 180. What's up?
Now Mayfield.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Good. 180.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right up the middle with Irving.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
180.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And looking to throw, Penix. And a pass complete to Moore.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 2 jump plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Let's go now.
Throwing again, Penix.
They go right back to Moore. Complete again.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson,
A 5-yard touchdown run.
and the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run out of the gun with Irving. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 89 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
From the 31, Mayfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
They'll try and run here with Irving. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
180! Stop!
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bucs on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
offense out there for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually works. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
To the air, Penix. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
43-yard line.
They go right back to White here on first down.
The Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Handoff running left, Irving.
There he goes, left side.
142 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bucs, they're not going to go quietly here as the wind moves them now